On the count of 3. Jump. 1, 2. Oh look, there's a hummingbird. They're out of season for this time. 3. El Casai Immunitas!
Well, that's the last time I ride a flaming hot dragon, Harry.
I didn't know you were that close to your sister, Ron. I thought that was my job.
Right.
Ron!
I'm fed up with him making innuendos about my sister. It's really starting to piss me off, Hermione.
Okay, let's just recap. We have just escaped from Gringotts Wizarding Bank on the back of an old blind dragon after stealing Hufflepuff's cup. Let's all calm down, shall we?
When did you become the pacifier, Hermione?
When I was diagnosed with high blood pressure.
It's because you've been riding a bloody hot dragon, Hermione. What do you expect?
What's our next plan of action?
Why do I have to decide? I'm not the chosen one.
I choose you.
It doesn't work like that.
Didn't you mention Hogwarts for the next Horcrux hiding place, Hermione?
Well, Harry first mentioned it, but the question remains, how do we get there?
Do we have to? I'm getting really fed up of fighting on you-know-who. It's becoming really tedious.
Harry, we can't just give up because you're finding it boring.
Can't we just go and watch a film or something? Yeah, they make films in 3D now. I mean, how cool is that? We should go to the IMAX.
Hermione, he's really starting to get on my tits now.
Let's think about this logically, shall we? How do we get into Hogwarts?
Well, if we have to go, I suppose we could fly in.
No, I'm not getting on another bloody dragon.
No, it's alright, we'll book a flight through EasyJet. They've got good prices at this time of year.
Harry, we need to get there now.
Look, I'm sure we can get something lastminute.com. There's no need to be so impatient.
Yes, there is, Harry. Will you please stop thinking of muggle remedies? We haven't got time.
Well, we haven't got any brooms, so flying's out.
What about that route through the Shrieking Shack?
What, by the Whomping Willow?
It's not called the Whomping Willow anymore.
What is it then?
I'm not going to say, not when there's ladies present.
Oh, go on, I don't mind.
Well, I heard that there's a very strong chance of getting covered in sticky sap nowadays when walking underneath its branches. When the Death Eaters took over the school, they destroyed a massive rose bush nearby.
So what?
Well, the Whomping Willow was infatuated with it.
And?
Try and put 2 and 2 together, Harry.
No, you've got me there.
Well, now it indulges in some rather frequent and vigorous self-gratification during the day, hence the change of name.
So now it's the Wanking Willow.
Yep.
And how does that make it more dangerous?
Have you seen the size of a tree's fists, Hermione? It can literally spend all day tossing itself off.
Alright then. Well, how about we just go to Hogsmeade and figure out what to do from there?
Then we can have another drink.
No, Harry, not after last time. You're not drinking again.
So yeah, our last little escapade involved a trip back to Hogwarts. It looked a bit of a shithole, to tell the truth, since the gargoyles were scratching as if they had lice, and the suits of armour were playing Chinese whispers just to annoy us. I'd realised that one of the Horcruxes was the diadem of Ravenclaw, which lay hidden in the Room of Requirement, the same place in which Ron had hid all of his dirty magazines over the years, but we'd been there. So I went off in search of the Grey Lady of Ravenclaw as Ron and Hermione went off to find some way of destroying the cup that we had previously stolen from Gringotts. Anyway, according to them, they went to find a basilisk fang in the Chamber of Secrets.
Republicanus Irritatus! Stupefied!
What's up with you Slytherins? Are you all a bit backward?
Go and have a bath, Slytherin, so you all smell.
You will die now.
Yeah, and bleed. Vaginally.
Yeah.
What? We can pay you.
Ha! We get our money from the Dark Lord.
And very pesky.
But how can you be sure it's genuine? And besides, some banks don't take checks from the dark side on account of the fact that they don't go easily through the system. And plus, how can you know that tax deductible?
Quiet! Look, how about we strike some kind of bargain with you?
How?
How about I challenge your best to a dance-off?
What?
Come on. What are you scared of? If we win, you let us go.
What about if we win?
You can have your way with Hermione.
Very well. Let us dance for Hogwarts.
Slytherin, are you ready? Gryffindor, are you ready? Parkinson, you will go on my first whistle. Bring it down.
I'm really sorry to put your honour at stake, Hermione. It is the only way.
No, Ronald, it isn't!
Bring it down.
Why couldn't you just duel them like everybody else does around us?
Rewind. Ow!
I don't conform to conventional practices, Hermione.
Weasley, you will go on my second whistle.
Sorry, Ron, where did we just run to?
Chamber of Secrets.
But I thought you had to be Pastleton to open that.
Yeah. I'm an unregistered animagus, which kind of means I can turn into other forms.
Right. Ron, I thought you were going to turn into a snake. How is turning into an inanimate object and a kettle is going to help?
Hey, Hermione, just trust me on this one. All I need you to do is turn me on.
Excuse me? Oh, do be serious.
Oh, come on, Hermione. Trust me. For old time's sake.
Oh, it's your heart.
I've been telling you that for years, Hermione. It's because of the hair.
No, I mean boiling hot.
Well, who in their right mind grabs a hot kettle It was a tad stupid if you ask me, Hermione.
Oh, do turn back then!
I can't. Not now.
Why not?
I'm too hot, and I'm still plugged in. You got to let me cool off for a while, otherwise I'll probably change back and be on fire.
Okay, so what do I do now?
Head down to the Chamber of Secrets and pluck a fang from the mouth of the dead basilisk. Remember what you told me in the book? Basilisk venom destroys Horcruxes, and since Harry lost the sword imbibed with it, we might as well find a replacement. It'll probably reek a bit too, since nobody's bothered burying the damn thing. Or it could have decayed away. But don't worry about that. Just get the fang and come back up.
This seems absolutely crazy.
I know, but that's what love makes you do, Hermione.
What? Send yourself into a kettle and catch fire?
No! Hermione, just be careful. Oh, sod it. I'm just going to come right out with it. Hermione, I really care about you. I mean, sure, at times you get on my tits with your continuous reading and your stressy moments, which for you happen every day instead of on a monthly basis.
Ron, this time you've really gone too far.
But I love you.
You do?
Do you feel the same? Please say you do. Oh, please.
Well, and I love you too, I suppose. Oh, charming little kettle. Ouch!
Sorry, but I did warn you that I was still hot. Yeah, just do as I say. I'll transform back soon, and we'll go and get a Stretch Armstrong. Just make sure that you get make the hissing sound to get through any additional doors, okay?